I wanted to stick with this name before.
Moriselewa Shawano Rashumo Goro Kaishu Shana Ashin Kaisho Suru no Shirudo Oasano Deshin
Best bet your sweet Gemini. I'm gonna kill everyone here.
Sumarai no Orotananade Henio Inikuso Uru wo kurusuka Wata no kutsu anato de Ishikomori seli no sere nakai Oh, nasho tida ne Sere no koisho
I think there's another cutscene that's gonna be a 3D cutscene instead of a 2D one. Ah, there's no data, that's sweet. That's probably untrue. Ah, there it is, the good old warning. Please check video resolution. Okay, let's actually try and get more texture in this one. Maybe before I actually get this. day. With that. An achievement? What? But so literally play the game and you will get this achievement. It's literally a freaking
Aragami. Good. You are. Niji, Niji. Niji, Niji. Huh?
Let's speed run this game. Obviously, changes to a a speed run. You know, already off to a horrible start. 16 minutes. Apparently I got invited to a party. I think I will join. You there? Am I there? Who knows? Ah, disconnected. That's not good.
There we go. Alright. I'm still up for today. I know Tim is. I tried getting in contact with Safla, but he didn't want to answer his phone. He's off of college today. Does he just like sleep all day? I'm just like, dude, what? Fucking hell. I have a guilty pleasure food now. I found out my guilty pleasure food. Doritos and hot sauce. Dude, it's so, I don't know why it tastes so good to me. I'm like, this shouldn't taste this good, god damn it. And then I dip another Dorito in hot sauce and I'm like, oh my god, it's beautiful. I cry on the inside because I'm fat.
Oh, I failed that mission. Oh man, I'm stupid. Also, for some reason my frame, like the frame rate of this thing is getting really choppy here. Let me stop streaming and then start streaming again. But yeah, I mean that's a very weird combination.
Don't remind me. I'm sorry that I have taste. Not really.
I wouldn't call that taste either.
Dude, okay, it's not that bad. Like actually though, it literally just tastes like hot Doritos. That's all it tastes like is hot Doritos.
Interesting.
The fucking the literally the spicy Doritos is exactly not the sweet and spicy. It just tastes like the spicy Doritos, and I'm like, this is pretty good. It tastes like the spicy Doritos, but you don't get all the fucking like dust in your fucking throat. So you're coughing your lungs out while also hating yourself, and you're also gonna have diarrhea later. You only get the diarrhea for this one. I'm using, I think, this Spanish hot sauce my grandfather always gets. We both love it. It's, I think, my favorite hot sauce. It's not too hot. It has some spice to it, but that's all. That's like it's spice, but it also has a lot of taste, which is a lot for a lot of hot sauce. Is having good taste. But I think Creation Club is the biggest scam Bethesda's ever done, like including Fallout 76. Creation Club? Have you never seen it whenever you play Skyrim?
No.
Literally, what it is it is a, it's just mods you pay for. So literally, they took the best modders in the community, hired them, and now you have to buy their mods. No, it's on Fallout 4, and it's on Fallout 4 and Skyrim. That's it. But it literally, it's mods you have to pay for. So they took it off of the mod section, and just made it. And literally, they took it off. They took it off of the mod section, and they literally make it. You have to pay for it now. Yeah. They took mods out of the modding community, so they paid the modders who made them, and now you have to pay for those mods. Yeah, it is. Oh, 100%. It's one of the I genuinely hate it.
Not how they're gonna make money.
No, it's extremely unpopular to the point where modders in the modding community would make the same thing but rename it something else and make it different enough where they didn't realize that it was that. That's all they did. I'm not mad. Like,
They can do whatever they want. It's their mods. But like, oh yeah, let's make it so there's another paywall. And the one reason why anyone plays any of our games.
it genuinely hurt me to know that they really pulled that shit. Because here's the thing, it wasn't a thing when Special Edition first came out. Because I got Special Edition literally the day it came out, right? And so about a month in, I'm like, I see this section, right? I see this new thing, and I'm like, ooh, okay, what's this? And I look in there, and I see, with this currency, you can get this popular mod that I was actually using that I didn't have anymore. They took it and broke my fucking playthrough because of it. And they moved it, I had to pay for it. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck? A month after the game came out. Dude, I'm like, oh my god. Oh, it was. I mean, no one's ever liked it. Dude, 20, what is it? Just downloading a bunch of mods. I play it there. You know what I'm very annoyed by the modding community especially. I have not seen a good companion mod in forever.
Yeah, there's a lot of generic ones where they just throw in a,
Hmm.
character with voice line. Never really liked it in the first place,
There are some really good ones. Sophia is fucking hilarious. I fucking love Sophia. It's a shame that they didn't really go in depth with a lot of their features.
though. If you want to try out Aragami,
Is it multiplayer? I didn't. Look, man, I kind of just want to play Skyrim. It's been a hot minute, and I really want to get back in. How many gigabytes? Oh my god, they really just take all your space from you, the cunts. It's just the fucking. They don't give you a lot of space to work with. Oh. The fucking people. Oh my god, I get so annoyed by like the whole I'm 100% putting in cheat room because so much shit goes wrong with mods installed. You need cheat room.
Yeah. Cheat room is almost
Dude.
always a must-have with a modded playthrough.
Dude, I would I have so many fucking, oh my god, where like, because I had mods installed, right, I literally couldn't get past certain things. You know, I couldn't do certain things. Well, some of the mods, right, would just disappear. they would just disappear. Like, I would what is it? I'm trying to look at stuff and talk at the same time. Ooh, see. You know, a mod that I also always love to have on is I like a 50% EXP buff. Cause holy shit, dude! Once you get past like level, what is it, like 20? Dude, tell me about it. It really pisses me off. Oh yeah, dude. Dude. Oh my god. one of the most like interesting mods I ever played with are some of the fucking like super hard mods. Like they put level 70 enemies. Level 70 enemies can just spawn out in the world. It definitely
It's not easy.
no, not at all.
I imagine it does not. Unless you do a restoration loop, and then you're just like, ah, well, it sucks. Sucks.
I remember that I was like super like infatuated with magic. Yeah, because I really like the idea of like more magic, right? And stuff like that. No, there isn't, man. It really is really difficult. Dude, I remember one of the longest fucking mods I've ever played in Skyrim was the maids mod. It is not what it sounds like at all, dude. It is not about sexy maids. I mean, it is, but it really fucking isn't. It is. Why do you say that? No, I'm not gonna fucking stream this. Are you crazy? It's 613 megabytes for the base thing. It's another 937 for one of the assets. Another 236 for one of the assets. Another 171 for more assets, and another 1.5 kilobytes for and some of the other assets as well. Oh, you think? It is. Also, the fucking search system for the mod is literally the worst. Like, I look up unique, right? I look up the word unique, and nothing with the title unique in it shows up at all. And I'm just like, what the fuck is this?
I just wasn't paying attention to it.
Your sister? Yeah, don't you leave me. Dale. Now turn the mic back on. Dale, come on. I want to talk to you, Dale. Alright? Don't leave me like this. You know how much it hurts. You know, Dale, I realized something. I'm sitting here, right, and I'm like I'm playing this, right? Okay. Taking all that into account, I'm like looking at like all the shit available to me, and I see the highest rated today is a skimpy mod, and I don't know how to feel. Dale, shut up. God damn, what do you want to see Serena and you want to see Serena and spandex? Is that what you want? The fact that people have taken the time to outline the titties is really what gets me. How much Skyrim porn have you looked up? Because you'd be surprised. There's not as much as I thought there would be, but there's more than I was hoping for. God, please, Bethesda, I just want an EXP increasing mod. Please. Please. Dude, there really should be. But there's more Fallout 4 porn, and like people just did not care about Skyrim porn wise at all. Yeah, you turn your mic back on now. There you go. Dude, because I'm sitting here, and I'm like, the first thing I see is always the skimpy mods. I want story mods. And skipping mods, of course. Yep. That's what I'm looking for in my playthroughs. Dude, I can't find an EXP mod. What the fuck? I just want an EXP mod, please. Give me one. God damn it. I do though, I swear. Please. I look up its experience, and the first mod that comes up is, what was it? I think it's a skimpy mod, actually. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's a skimpy mod.
I shouldn't have assumed that I was far enough away for him to not detect. Okay, I should just kill the one. I get the one all the way up on top of the bridge that somehow sits up there by himself. Aragami has been a bundle of fun.
Oh my god. And EXP mods aren't even that popular too. Okay. The Fallout, by the way, you should try out Fallout 4. I think you might like it. But the Fallout 4 mod search is better than this somehow. They at least... They should be. You know what? If I really want to farm levels, I'll do it the old-fashioned way, like Pa used to do it. I'll forge.
Oh no. I know exactly
I'll,
what you're talking about.
I'll forge my way to level 100. Damn it! I'll do it. I have all these dwarven ingots stuffed in this barrel outside of the Black Lady's blacksmith shop. Don't make me. You know exactly what I'm talking about, too. You used to stuff all your ingots inside that bitch's barrel. Nope. I did have it though. At one point when all of the items reset, though. So I was to give some context, right? So I can't believe. Do you know Skyrim has a save limit? Yeah, no, it has a save limit. Yeah, there's a limited number of saves you can have, and you can't save over old saves. So you have to go back and physically delete them. I hit the save limit 3 years ago, by the way. I can't tell you how many playthroughs I've just deleted. I remember one day. Yeah. Hey, that just shows you the difference between me and you. I'm a Skyrim vet. You're you. All right. Yep. Me over here who's beaten the main game like actually like 3 times. Oh, the Outerwind fight's so boring. It's just another dragon fight. I understand the reason it was supposed to be so easy in lore was because Outerwind like got super heavily weakened because you were stealing his food and shit. Essentially, I believe. It's been a while since I played through the main story.
But then again, if you speedrun the game, it's like,
I mean, all you need is a bow and some hope.
that's all you ever need for any Skyrim playthrough.
Actually, I think for the first time ever, I'm gonna only use a bow. Right, but like I've never done that. I've only ever used swords and magic. I rarely ever touch bows because magic can usually do the job for me. Bows? Bows are fun for you or swords? Yeah, bows are the most fun in the game, especially when you can like go slow down time and like shoot and shit. I don't know. Do you use Ordinator? The perks perk overhaul system. As soon as I've gotten it, I've always used it. It makes the Skyrim playthroughs a lot more interesting because it actually makes restoration really OP. All the perks in restoration are really OP now, especially if you're doing a magic only playthrough. Ordinator actually made magic stronger, like a lot stronger. Magic actually scaled with your level. Now, I know. That's what I loved about Ordinator. You didn't need to download these magic overhaul mods. When you just download Ordinator and you download a few more spells into the game, and now boom, Ordinator scales all your magic. I think that was from Ordinator. No, I've never had that problem. I've never had that problem. Dude, you fighting like fucking giants in the Dwemer ruins? Dude, I've never had that issue. I think that's only a you problem. Catch the soldiers. Into the house now. Yes, Papa. They have the same like 10 voice actors for the non-important characters, of course. Are you gonna do a playthrough of Mapes? Yeah, dude. I lost it at one point. And I had to spend 4 hours trying to get back the main mods. You won't either because it's not really popular. The mod fell by the wayside the day it came out. No one ever found it. I found it on accident and I was like, man, this is really good. Every single character has their own voice actor and everything. And I'm like, they put so much effort into this mod. It hasn't been updated since 2016 though. If you ever do manage to find it and play through it, there is a good and a bad ending, and they don't tell you how to get. They don't tell you how to get the good ending because they fucking trick you. It's like you have to be super paying attention if you want to get the good ending, and it's really annoying because I got the bad one in my first playthrough because I didn't do one thing right, one fucking thing. I didn't kill someone I was supposed to kill.
There's no way I'm gonna be able to do this without. Okay, yeah, there's no way I'm gonna be able to do this. At least not be able to get the technique and kill everyone. I'm going out to 30 minutes. It's just.
I'm telling you, yeah, it's not gonna be. I love how it just tells you the Bosmer were fucking cannibals. Like, the Bosmers, they are religiously cannibalistic, and it's like,
Interesting. Yeah, I should definitely start talking again so that I can eavesdrop. Trust me, ignore the guy that's standing right there staring at us. This guy's eventually gonna give up. If he doesn't, I might actually have to reset the mission. I'll soft lock myself. Is he seriously not giving up? I'll soft lock myself. Yeah, reset mission. Ooh, man, it's already.
that's what I've always hated about gods in a lot of mythology. They're willing to punish all of humanity for the sin of one. It's like in the show Ruby, the god, like the main god, literally punishes all of humanity by leaving this immortal maniac to run around that has magic when no one else does, right? Literally, they're ultimately powerful, and there says, yeah, whenever you feel like you've done wrong, we'll come back and make sure everyone lives. What? They just punished all of humanity for one fucking person. Like, literally, they destroyed all of humanity at one point because a group of 20 fucking kings decided to roll up on them and try to take their power. Killed all of humanity for that. Like, actually. I thought that was, like, the biggest bullshit ever. Right? I thought that was, like, the biggest shit.
I don't really understand. I guess
Prove what message, though, right? Like... But... Like... But it was punishing all of humanity when most of humanity didn't really do anything. I thought it was the dumbest fucking idea that... It's one of the reasons I don't like the show anymore.
I never really wanted to watch it.
I mean, it's not bad. It has a lot of good moments, right? Sorry. I was just looking at stuff. But yeah, sorry to continue. It has a lot of good. The fight scenes are really good. A lot of the fight scenes are good. But that's not the most important thing, obviously, right? But a lot of the fight scenes are good. The story was really nice. Until we got to the reason why the main villain was like on Earth, why the gods left her on Earth and everything, right? And it was because, yeah, she betrayed us. Like we made her really, like, what's it called? Her boyfriend died. His name was Ozma, right? Her love of her life, Ozma, died. And so there were two gods, right? The god of light and the god of dark, aka the god of creation and the god of destruction, yada yada. They were both creators though, which didn't make any sense. So, well, actually, both of them worked together to create humanity. Humanity was created from creation and destruction, which is why they have the ability to do so much stuff. The god of destruction, the first race he ever created was something called the Grimm, which are these heartless, emotionless creatures that want nothing but to feed off of the fear and such of the world that it was created on. They are born from these little red pools of Grimm blood, and they can be created in any way, shape, or they've even like apparated in giant flying fucking whales. It's insanity. They get huge. And that was God of Destruction's first creation, and the God of Light created a race to go along with it, but that race was snuffed out by both of them, because eventually they decided they wanted to make humanity. And make humanity, life continues on. One day, this woman's name, who was Salem, her love of her life, Ozma, dies fighting Grimm, right? So she goes to the God of Light and asks, "Can you please bring him back?" He is like, "I can't do that. I'm sorry. We have a process. You should know that." By the way, the God of Light is extremely popular, while the God of Destruction, no one really likes him, right? Which I think is really rude, because the God of Destruction was actually super fucking cool when she talked to him, by the way. Like, he was a fucking bro. He was a literal bro. Because as soon as she goes to him and says, "Please, can I have your help?" By the way, she lied to him. She didn't tell him that she went to his brother first. But she's like, "Can I please have your help to revive my loved one?" And he was like, "Someone actually chose me? Damn right, I'll help you." He was like, "I got you," and literally he just popped him out, like recreated Ozma for her, right? And so Ozma was set back down, and he was like, "What the fuck's going on? Why am I back? I'm pretty sure I died. Like, what the fuck happened to me?" So he's brought back, and the God of Light comes charging down, right? Because he figured out that he was brought back. He comes charging down and is like, "Why did you bring him back? I told her no." And the God of Destruction's like, "Whoa, she said she didn't talk to you first." And then they both look at her. And say, "Your punishment for lying to us is they just fucking destroyed Ozma again." This man got brought back for 10 minutes to just be evaporated. Oh, dude, it gets worse for that boy. So she runs away crying and angry, and her punishment, right? Her punishment was that she lost Ozma and she became immortal. She couldn't die. Like, no matter how much damage you caused her body would regenerate. And she would live forever. Yeah. It's the worst. But we come back to, so she wants to seek revenge on the gods. So there are two types of powers in the RWBY show. One is a semblance, which they're called semblances because they're semblances of magic. Like, what little magic remains, there is semblance of magic that remains, right? So semblances are just cool little niche abilities that help out in combat. Some are really, really weak. Like, one of them, someone's semblance literally just made them able to, like, copy someone's voice, right? And then another one let a girl control magnetism. Made her very, very powerful. Very powerful. Yeah, very powerful. The main character, Ruby's main ability is she can dematerialize herself in others. and move that way. She can move extremely fast because she loses all her mass. She doesn't weigh anything anymore, so she can continuously gain speed because gravity doesn't affect her. It makes her extremely fast. It's very cool. She can't really use it well. I mean, she literally like, we're 8 volumes in. The 9th one's coming next year in like January, right? And she just figured this out after 8 volumes. Yeah. Oh, safe's gone. Okay, give me a second. Okay. Bye.
0 collectibles. That's
You good for today?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you need a ride?
Yeah.
Be over my house at like 4.
4?
Yeah. Alright, peace.
Yeah.
oh boy.
To continue. And yeah, so we have semblances like that. Another really cool one is this guy can like make clones of himself that can shoot electricity, including himself as well.
That's pretty
Yeah, and then we have one of his partners. All he can do is like, I think stretch.
I mean, that could be used well, but
Oh, dude, we saw a more powerful ability. It was like it was like the dough fruit. A guy had the dough fruit ability essentially, where he could make this energy like dough substance that he could stretch out from his body, and it was really sticky. And what he did, his semblance was so strong that he was able to contain a nuclear bomb. Yeah. But to continue. Then we have magic, which is this really OP broken shit that we've never got an explanation for yet. But it's so broken that it lets a dude destroy something the size of a city. Yeah.
how big is scale?
A Grim?
Like for Ruby, how big of scale does like
In power?
yeah.
Well, the 2 gods literally crashed through the moon. Like, when they left, they fucking tore a chunk out of the moon. But if you're asking for fighting, it depends. They had a fight with a Leviathan, like, which is a really big water Grim. And, like, the last got pretty big. The one-on-one fights are really well choreographed, though they get a bit wonky because it's animation.
Yeah, it's a 3D animation,
It is. It can look wonky at times if you pay attention to small details, which a lot of people do, myself included. If you're talking about fights, the fights start off pretty like. You have to understand everyone's a kid, right? They're brand new to all this fighting business, so they're not really that well trained and everything. If you're asking like some of the cooler fights, like we have the big boy Crow. His semblance is everyone around him gets bad luck. Anything that can go wrong will go wrong. Yeah, but he can't control it. It happens to everyone, including his allies.
A lot of these sound similar to abilities on One Piece.
In Volume 7, he found a guy who had the exact opposite of his semblance. He caused good luck to everyone around him, even if they were the enemy. Both of them ended up disagreeing and actually ended up having a fight on a crashing ship out in the middle of nowhere, where they were fighting as they were falling and hitting terminal velocity. I think the fight, like, so the crates were falling out of the ship and everything, right? And they were jumping on crates while fighting as they were falling out of the ship. And the ship eventually crashed with them in it, and they get back up and start fighting along with another prisoner in this, like, really, like, cool battle as a blizzard's, like, raging around them. The guy with good luck gets fucking murdered, by the way. Like, he gets stabbed through the fucking head. Like, he KOs that bitch. Not the guy with bad luck, but the prisoner they were fighting just fucking KOs him. Just run through the back, up the head. With Crow's sword. So, you know. Yeah, they had a really good friendship, and, like, Crow got really sad, and now he's better now. Other fights get really cool, too, because, one of the best fights is this guy who can absorb energy. Like, they have this substance called dust, which is just elemental energy. So you have fire dust, ice dust, stuff like that, right? It's actually just crystals that can be made into dust, but they just call it dust, even though it really is a crystal. And he can stick these crystals into his body, and he can use his body as a conduit. He's also immortal because of his semblance, essentially. Like, he can't die of old age. He has been alive for hundreds of years, and he is a fucking monster. Dude, he's a badass. He literally is so strong that he went toe-to-toe with one of the strongest magic users, which would be Salem. He went toe-to-toe with Salem. But to continue the story and tell you what happened. So Salem gathers up all these kings and queens, showing her immortality, saying this is the power that you could get if you killed the gods, right? And of course humanity is greedy, so they all come along with her, and she rallies together this small army of these powerful magic users to go confront the gods, right? They get there to confront the gods, and they start trying to attack them to no avail. By the way, turns out the gods' true forms are actually that of ancient dragons, as they both look at Salem and say, we're disappointed in you, and they wipe out all of humanity. The god of destruction lets out this giant blast that just destroys all of humanity, including Salem, but they cursed her to be immortal, so she comes back from nothing. Literally from nothing. She gets erased, and then she's brought back. That is how powerful her immortality is. And she would... Oh, they did. I think they're really stupid for it. Because what Rooster Teeth is going to do, they're going to have this emotional scene where they come back and like, we believed in you, and it's like, no, you didn't. You knew all this. Dude, billions of people have died because of her. It's not even including the original humanity. She has been fucking tricking and killing and slaughtering and torturing people for years, dude. And they have not cared. At all. I fucking hate them. I think they're shitty gods. I really do. I think they're the real antagonists of the show. They could have just let bygones be bygones and destroyed Salem when she first did it. Now we get back to Oz, the boy. He's kind of the secondary main character. Ozma is brought before the god of destruction and the god of creation after they leave Salem on the planet alone. They tell him eventually humanity will rebuild itself. They'll re-evolve back into the state they once were, and there will be humans again on the planet. He says it'll only take maybe a few hundred years at best. So they're starting to have this talk, and they're like, we want to send you back down to Earth. You will still have your magic, but anytime you die, you'll be reborn into a new body. What they didn't tell him is that those bodies would still have souls.
That's weird.
And his soul would consume the soul of the owner of that body. Yeah, he would combine with it, and he would take over every single time. So he gets reborn into some of the new humans who are getting attacked by Grimm because they don't have semblances at this point or anything. They don't have aura, which aura actually the aura system we use in abilities was based off of this one, where aura increases your natural regeneration. It can't fix like major injuries or like a puncture wound to the stomach and all that, but it can like fix scrapes and bruises very easily. It gives you essentially a shield around your body, right, and everything like that. And people hadn't unlocked any of that yet. They didn't even know what dust was yet. And so people were getting slaughtered by Grimm as they were trying to hide. But Grimm are attracted to fear, so if you ever feared Grimm, they would know where you were. Yeah. So Ozma's reborn into this guy's body, and he takes charge, and he uses his magic to kill a bunch of Grimm. And so everyone starts to look up to him, right? Well, Salem, who is still alive, like a couple years later, she hears rumors about this guy who's using magic, and she's like, what? Who can this be? So she goes to check it out, and her and Ozma find each other again, and they fall back in love. right? He doesn't know what she did. So they spend years together out in the forest together alone. Ozma's teaching people how to use what little was left, these semblances of magic that was left. He's teaching people how to get them, how to use aura, right? He's teaching them how to do all this, right? So he created the idea of aura and semblances, and everyone's starting to find out what this stuff called dust is, and you can pack it into bullets and weapons to create these elemental explosions, right? And him and Salem fall in love again. They end up having 4 children.
Wow.
Four girls. All at once. I forget. Quintuplets? Whatever. Quadruplets. There you go. Quadruplets. They end up having quadruplets. One has the power of fire. One has the power of ice. One has the power of lightning and storm. And one has the power of earth. So Ozma eventually finds out what she's been doing, because she's been manipulating people to get her will. She is trying to destroy humanity permanently to make the gods come back and remove her curse. Yeah. And by the way, during this time, she had gone so fucking crazy that she jumped into the God of Destruction's pit of power. So both of the gods had these little pits where they resided, right? The God of Destruction's pit had the Grimm's blood in it. She jumped into it. Normally when a human touches Grimm's blood, they die, right? But since she was immortal, she started absorbing it. And so her skin was now a pale white color. Her eyes are red, and she has all these, like, all her veins are, like, bulging black, essentially, on her, like, face and all that. Ozma still had sex with her, by the way. I mean, I would too, she's hot. Like, she's very hot. Like, still extremely fucking hot. I will not lie. She is like, mama, please. Give me that good shit. You know, I'm just saying, right? Still. But, so she actually ended up gaining the ability to control and create Grimm, which Ozma finds out that's what she has been the one causing all the Grimm attacks. So she had the ability to just stop all the Grimm whenever she wanted to.
Well then, that's... And she's just kind of chilling there.
Mm-hmm.
What's the point of
So she's been... we'll continue. So... She's been the one causing all the Grimm attacks. So... Ozma finds out that she's been causing the Grimm attacks and confronts her about it. He doesn't know she's immortal, by the way. And she ends up even saying that she was the one that caused the destruction of the gods and everything, right? Ozma's like, okay, I'm leaving and I'm taking the kids. I'm going. And she's like, no, you're fucking not. And they start having a battle, right? The kids get caught in the crossfire and they're killed by Salem. All 4 of them. Ozma gets fucking murdered as well in the process of the fight because she brings a bunch of Grimm to help her in their battle. He tries to run but gets caught and killed, and then he's brought back in someone else sometime later. Now, those 4 daughters, they ended up being magic users as well, right? Like I told you. But because they weren't immortal, right? When they died, because their magic was so powerful, it got transferred to the last person they thought about. But it could only be female for some reason. This show is really about female empowerment, which wasn't the original, like, story of it.
That's why I didn't want to watch it. It was just like, this is a bit excessive on the female empowerment kind of thing. I have nothing against it, it's just overly...
There are some really I mean, you can say that, but there are some, like, almighty powerful dudes. Like, Crow... Dude, Crow is so fucking strong that he has yet to lose a fight in the series. He has yet to lose a fight in the series. Crow is so fucking cool. Dude, you wanna know what makes Crow even cooler? Ozpin gave him some of his magic so Crow can turn into a literal crow and fly around. And he used it to dodge attacks and shit. So, yeah. Dude, Crow is like... Oh, dude. Crow took on a maiden head on. That's what they're called, people who got the girl's power. Crow took on the fucking Autumn Maiden, which has fire, He took one on head-to-head and he won. That is how cool Crow is. That is how fucking awesome Crow is. Crow was like, I'm gonna whoop your ass real quick. Dude, a fucking building fell on top of the maiden because of Crow's semblance. When a building fell on top of her, I was like, Crow, you have my heart. Crow, you have my heart, please. But it's really about this. There's a lot of female empowerment, which I think, I mean, it's not bad, but I don't think it should have been the main focus of the show, which it really was for like seasons like 3 and 4. It was really about female empowerment. When you get later in, it kind of dies that down, and a lot of the male characters start getting more screen time, because it's really the main focus was like the main focus of the show was about female empowerment and female emotions. But you get later into the show, it actually kind of switches the dynamic. A lot of the male characters start to have their story arcs, like John, who he cheated his way into the academy, and he didn't even have his aura unlocked until the girl he was in love with showed him, and then he didn't have his semblance for the longest time, right? He didn't have his semblance for the longest time, and when he eventually got it, it was this huge moment, because his semblance was thought to be an impossible semblance. See, everyone has their own unique aura, right? No matter what. And you can't give your aura to someone else. You will die. Like, that person will die if you try to transplant your soul into someone else. Right? But John somehow managed to get this neutral aura type that he can use it to amp other people's aura and abilities. He can double to triple to quadruple their output as his semblance. Oh, it very much is. He uses it so well too, because like he'll amp people's semblances and they'll get really, really strong, and he abuses it. But remember, whenever John amps his other people's abilities, they're both using aura. Like, that person who's using their semblance is still using their aura. John's just covering for the rest of it with his own, so he gets drained pretty quickly by using it. But he's used it to do some really cool shit. Like, a very cool stuff. To continue off of that, where was I? Right, the fucking maidens. These little girls had these thoughts of these females in their head, and all their powers went to these girls, and this has continued on for generations and generations. So essentially, what Ozpin's been doing, right, is his current name. He goes by Ozpin, not Ozma. Is that he's been tricking people into allying with him and trying to build up forces to stop Salem, and he's fucked a lot of people over. And he actually ended up figuring out that the gods left artifacts on the planet. They left 4 artifacts that can do some really cool things. One of them can answer any question 3 times every 100 years. Yep. Especially for people like Ozpin and Ozma, yes it is. But the problem is, all of these artifacts are locked in vaults that only the maidens can open. The reason for this is only magic users can open the vault, right? But Ozma and Salem, their magic has been barred from these vaults, so only the maidens can open specific vaults. Because you can't, it'll only recognize certain types of magic. It's really weird how they explain it. But one of them is the staff of creation. It can create anything. Yeah, it actually could, but it comes with a problem. It's a monkey paw. It's a monkey's paw. If you leave out a specific detail, like they use the staff of creation, right? To create a portal to another place so that everyone could evacuate a city, right? When they created the portal, they made the blunder of saying it's a one-way ticket. So you couldn't go back through. So if you went through and you left something, you couldn't get it. But it also comes with a secondary downside. You need to know how you need to give blueprints on how this structure works that you want to create. or an example. You need to give an example or blueprints. But because getting one of these artifacts isn't easy, right? It can be very difficult.
I'm getting destroyed, detected every time on Aragami too. I'm gonna get this mission done, whether the game likes it or not. I will not get any detections. Spect. Whether or not I die doing that is my
But yeah, I forget what the other two artifacts are, but they're also really powerful. But yeah, it's kind of like a monkey's paw. So the story starts. So the story is that these four girls kind of become like they're really talented. So Ozpin takes notice of them, right? And they all start to become good friends, and they get really involved with Ozpin and his whole like battle with Salem by accident. Not even really accident. Ozpin kind of tricks them into getting involved and manipulates them into getting involved. So he's kind of training. Ozpin started this entire school system to train warriors to die for him in his battle against Salem. He found out. He found out. Yeah, he asked the thing. I can answer any question. He actually asked her how she could be destroyed. Yeah, and they said there is no way, unless only the gods can do it. Technically, the staff could create a device to kill Salem, but you'd have to know how it works. So you know, yeah. Also, there's a password to use every artifact. Only Ozpin knew for a very long time. He told Ruby and her crew how to use all of them. And the enemies know how to use one of them. They know how to use the lamp that allows you to answer any question every 100 years. They don't know how to use the staff though. Yeah. Also, how maidenhood transfers is really difficult, by the way, to work around. It's the last person. It's the last person we thought about. That's a female. But yeah, so Ozpin essentially is manipulating people into becoming warriors to kill Salem. Salem is trying to gather all the maidens, to gather all the artifacts, and what she does is she finds this girl that is the perfect vessel for all of the powers it wants, right? And gives her an arm that's made for Grimm, like it's an arm made of Grimm material, and it allows them to absorb magic and the maiden powers into it. Yeah, it's really, really powerful. If she can, if the girl's name is Cinder, if Cinder can grab you with it, she can fucking like steal all your maiden powers. If she holds you for too long, she can't. So she can't steal half of it anymore. When she originally got the first maiden, right, that she could take powers from, she could steal half of her power because she didn't have any power in her yet, right? But she can't do that anymore because her body can't handle only taking half. She needs all of it at once, right? So she can't really do that anymore. But yeah, so they have this whole battle at Beacon because Cinder steals the Autumn Maiden's power. The girls try to get involved with John and all that, like the boys. Everyone gets their ass beat. All that happens. They go adventuring, and they have this like they have a 3-year time skip where everyone starts training, thinking they're getting stronger and shit. And it starts this whole fucking shit, dude. Shit starts going down. People are like, dying and shit. And literally, for 2-3 volumes, they're just traveling around Remnant. That's all they're doing is traveling for 3 volumes. 3 seasons of this show is just traveling. We eventually get to the city of Atlas where they get professional training, right? Oh no. Oh, fuck. Ritually eat humanoid corpses while sneaking with weapons. She to fortify health, magic, and stamina by 10% of theirs. Okay. Ooh. Targets. Oh my god. Oh, that's a really cool. Stand still for 4 seconds while sneaking since moving targets within 350 feet. But yeah, they get into the city, they get professional help, everyone starts having mental fucking breakdowns. Because the guy, his name is, I forget what his name is, but this guy, he's the head of, like, a city called Atlas, plans to use the Staff of Creation to make like, a floating city in space to leave Earth. Because Salem is that big of a threat. The girls say, no, you can't do that, you can't abandon people. And, like... I don't agree. I think the guy had a good idea, right? Like, leaving Earth was for the best, in my opinion. Like, genuinely. Fucking staying and dealing with, like, all that bullshit? Yeah, I agree. But they didn't care. They managed to foil his plans, and one of the girls becomes a Winter Maiden, and that's, like, now... The entire city of Atlas is essentially destroyed. People are like losing their fucking cool and shit. The one guy's in captivity. And actually I'm pretty sure he just got fucking TKO'd by one of the by Cinder. Just fucking literally I think they stabbed him while he was down and shit. And finished him off. And yeah, man, I did not like the ending to Volume 8. I really didn't. No, dude, it's predictable. The story's gotten so predictable now because they're never gonna win. What are you doing? You're so used to just calling it ghostly. Beautiful. Fair. What difficulty is this on? Expert. Good enough. I'll keep it. Expert is like my medium difficulty. I've tried a legendary playthrough, but man, I do not like that enemies can just essentially one-shot you. It makes it very unfun. Especially because enemies approach so quickly that you're gonna get hit no matter what. I love that Skyrim combat, where I'm just swinging a sword until stuff dies. Indeed, friend. What am I leveling up? Smithing, heavy armor, two-handed. Archery. Bows and crossbows do 25% more damage. Yeah. Bashing with a bow or crossbow staggers the targets. More damage to targets beyond 50 feet. The damage bonus increases as distance increases. Skyrim. Arrows and bolts slow a target within 25 feet by 10%, but that doesn't really... It's not that great. Able to upgrade many types of arrows at a forge or anvil, adding a bonus effect. Force, immolation, freezing, grounding, maze, or death, based on its material. When fighting only one enemy, hitting the target with a bow or crossbow manifests a spirit wolf.
It literally is called Ghost.
Cannot be staggered while holding down an arrow, or holding a drawn bow, or reloading a crossbow. Can move at full speed with a drawn bow. Do not take this perk while sneaking. I see.
Yeah, be careful.
Bows and crossbows deal 20% more damage to a target at full. That's holy shit. That's really good. Steady hand. Press block while aiming to zoom in your view. Crippling shot.
Sneak skill tree.
I'm using Ordinator.
Yeah.
Bows and crosses deal up to 40% more damage to targets beyond 50 feet. That's level 1. This can be leveled up 3 times. Door. My favorite minigame in all of Skyrim. The lockpicking minigame. Yeah, give me that. To be fair, master locks can actually get difficult.
Just have this tiny slot that's nowhere near any of the other games.
Yeah, so you know what I mean of like, it's just bullshit difficult.
Out of nowhere too. It's like, yeah. And sometimes it's like sitting right on top of the starting point.
Yep. And you just hate yourself. And somehow you manage to work your way to the other side that it's not on.
You go back to the other side, and then you still can't find it. Oh, I recommend getting that lockpicking skill. It makes it so that you cannot break any lockpicks.
What level do I need for lockpicking?
I have no idea.
I think it might be 100.
This live stream,
Wah. I just realized something that's really funny. Like, if Marius was like hanging out with a ranger and they were like showing off, Marius could still use grip points with those, and that's so unfair to me. Like, if they somehow get into a situation where Marius like doesn't have, you know, his like weapons and stuff, Marius can just grab a bow or any projectile. I can use grip points with any projectile, by the way. Yeah, I could use grip points with a bottle. That's hilarious, isn't it?
I was thinking of an instance where you might lose your weapons.
Oh, the place where we can't take them. Fair enough. Oh my god, this ability is insanity. I can see the aura of the fucking spiders in the starting area.
Oh yeah. Or just try like every single one of them, so
I mean, I already decided I'm gonna use a bow this playthrough, and I'm already liking it. With this sneak build I have, because so I'm playing a wood elf, right? A Bosmer. Because they get. I'm also using a unique races mod, which changes all the racial abilities. So bows do like 20% more damage and level 10% more damage and level 20% faster, stuff like that, or something like that. Yeah. Shut the fuck up. They all dead? There's no way they're all dead. No, they're not all dead at all. Holy shit. You'll die, right? You'll die. You'll get one shot. Fine. Do that. Okay, yeah, sneak archery build. Pretty good. Pretty good. Trust me, it's the only build.
and then you play all the games, like, oh no.
Oh, is it really even an oh no when Audouin's a bitch?
Yeah, saying that oh no because of you can't sneak.
I'm pretty sure you can. Yeah. I think you have to be invisible for it. It's not easy. Dude, I like how they have like there's a bear here in the starting section, like it's supposed to be some amazing threat, right? And then you just pop like 2 arrows in its butt cheeks and it fucking dies immediately. And she's dead. Sneaking is not overrated. I just fucking killed it by sneaking. I mean, I'm talking all this shit till I miss one of my arrows.
Even then, they still don't think sneak attack,
I'm just thinking about how I could build Marius. Who knows? If we might go into epic levels, I might take a few levels in Rogue too. Just for sneak attack. just for that first shot, just for the first shot that hits to be the most terrifying thing ever. It's like, please, please, please no, please no, please no. Could you hold on. Could you imagine this, dude? Like, let's talk about this, right? We have, say we do go into epic level. Say we go to level 25, right? I have 5 levels in, I have like 4 levels in Gunslinger. I have like 16 levels in Blood Hunter, and I take like 5 levels in Rogue. And I'm doing. Let's say I'm using Maximilian, my shotgun right now. Right, I'm doing 4d6 plus a d12, right? Plus 3d6 on sneak attack, and I can add more grip points to that if I wanted to. For just the first shot, of course, with advantage, so it has a chance to crit as well because I can deadeye it and get advantage. Like it guarantees sneak. You see where this gets crazy for first shot damage.
and then you roll 2 3s and it's all over.
Oh boy.
I'm finally happy.
You know, the day that you TP Chaos is the day that everyone's like, holy shit. You don't think it's gonna be that bad, do you?
Depends on college.
only thing I can carry? Why do you say that?
You'll see. If I roll
Can't be that.
relatively okay. Good for me, bad for you.
You seeing me in bushes? Like, dude, I'm like sitting over here, like, God damn, let me get into the fucking bush. You may eat another corpse. Oh boy. Maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. But I popped this girl in the head and she didn't die in one shot, and I was like, oh, oh no. What, you think Marius, like, totally won't fucking just murder whatever we're fighting? Maybe, potentially. I don't think you should be setting CRs that high.
They're not that high. Just the chance.
Fair enough. Man, I already feel bored of Skyrim.
It's only 40 more hours. How long is like the average amount of time you play on Skyrim? How long do they say like an average play
Of Skyrim? Oh my god, there's a ring of minor archery in here too? Dude, don't mind if I do, holy shit.
Also,
I'm like sitting here, right? I have the basic bow, I have a basic longbow that does 10 damage. That's a lot for a basic bow.
it's only going to scale up higher. This is a perk that literally increases your damage.
Some heroes.
You know what? Out of spite of this game, I'm going to keep playing. I was tempted to stop. This is like the fifth time I'm resetting.
I've got some coin coming in from my last shipment. It's yours if you can keep my claw back. Don't worry, buddy. I am the claw man. For a reason.
I literally take his claw and I keep it.
Why? You get like 1,000 gold for giving it back.
You get like
Yeah. No, I gotta get like 1,000. What do you mean?
normally gives like 50 at most.
No, dude. I don't know what type of fucking shitty like game-breaking bugs you've had, but I've gotten a lot of gold from him.
You gotta have your jig to just
That and it gives you the option to marry his sister. No, it's usually when I did my base play for the game. I got enough gold to, you know, satiate my lust for 3 seconds. Alright, I'll do a fucking single summon. How about that? So I got tickets or something? I'll do like 3 single summons. How about that, huh? I'll prove you wrong. Yeah. If I even get a single SSR, you're wrong. Indeed. He's a bitch. Dude, I've done 2 single summons and he hasn't even got Super Saiyan. So scary. There's someone on the Goku, the Frieza, or the fucking the top legendary summon banner. Trusting you, please. Never in a million years. He went Super Saiyan 1. I got an SSR. It was AEGL Super Vegeta. I think that's like a rare though, in reality, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Wanna know one of the most useless abilities in Skyrim ever? The dual casting ability.
Yeah, it's nice for restoration.
It doesn't, no, but it doesn't matter. No, it doesn't matter though. It doesn't actually buff it. I've tested. No, anytime I've tried it, dude, it is such a minimal buff, it is not worth it.
Oh, it's statistically slightly better.
Statistically. It doesn't really matter though, unless of course you're using healing spells, like you said. But for destruction, it's useless.
Well, I've seen it.
Really, for Fireball. Ah yes, the most important spell in Skyrim ever. One that you don't even get until like really late in the game. Dude, I'm so annoyed. The sneaking system pisses me off. Ow. Bitch.
I wonder if part of this is actually this. Like I asked Cliff. Last time I tried killing this guy,
Didn't go too well?
no, it did not go too well at all. Why? Because of the
That's a major fucking upgrade, Jesus Christ. Yes, please. From the longbow does 12 damage, while the hunting bow does 15. Fuck yeah. When you're... No. No, not if you upgrade your bow. Are you crazy? Arrows have, like, fixed damage. What do you mean? The most some arrows do is like 30, and your bow can do like 200. And you had to have a terrible playthrough. Jesus.
Arrows. Also, I missed like 5 gold or something like that. Nice.
It just sounds like a Dishonored game.
It is. It's very similar to it.
Sure, it isn't just Dishonored, just repainted. Pretty sure Bethesda might have even worked on it too.
That's what I was
Is there
thinking.
cosmetics you can buy? Is there fall damage?
Yes and yes.
Damn it. Damn it, I knew it.
You cannot buy cosmetics.
Wait,
with money
because
in
there's fall damage in D&D. Hold on.
Wait a minute. Oh boy. But fall damage is a random number every time. Oh well, I guess that's kind of the case for every Bethesda game.
I love that. Hey, actually, no, I think every Bethesda game has random damage. Huh. Guess he's right.
I'm gonna go right for blood smoke. And then next, I'll go
There you go.
Ironically, it has the same name as
Dishonored. What does it do? I see. So different effects, alright.
Hiya!
I think I'm literally only gonna change this will also potions.
Yeah? No? Probably downstairs?
Tunggu ya, Wadi.
Oh my god, more arrows. Yes, please. Daddy needs his arrows. I'm running out. Ah, yes, because I'm lucky enough to get arrows to actually come back in the bodies, please. You know, Dale. Thank you.
Ah, Omi.
Dude, I just shot this dude in the back, and then his buddy turned around and started running towards me, and I just popped a fucking arrow into his skull. He just fell over. Oh yeah, it feels good.
Yeah.
I feel like I wanna touch myself.
Interesting choice.
I should probably do that before I come over your house.
Or you should probably just wait until after you leave.
No, I could do it before and get it out of the way, and then I could do it again after I leave.
That's true, that is true. Have like a 2-day gap, you know.
Yeah. I don't need these gaps.
These drops. Which one? I have no idea.
So, what's the goal of Aragami?
It's a revenge.
But how does the multiplayer fit into it? I already see where the chaos is gonna happen. Tim's gonna fall off a ledge accidentally and then alert all the guards in the area to us. And they're gonna be like, oh my god, Tim.
Because the thing is, if you fall off the ledge, and like this is a lot more like, you know, you may be abnormal when you're like inhuman and you're mortal, literally. Fall damage is quite annoying, and you can get staggered very easily. The NPCs almost feel like
Uh-oh. Yes.
Really? You wouldn't just run back to your station before you know there's other people?
No. I don't fucking like Tommy. He's a bitch.
Well, what if it is a Tommy?
Tommy can die by himself. I'm not gonna die with him.
You went to the noise.
Yeah, okay. But logic dictates that if I hear a noise there, that means that person's probably already moved. So therefore, going to the noise might be the safest place.
What if they lured you?
Or anyone. I mean, that's just stupid talk. Sneak. How fucking retarded the fucking NPCs are in this game.
Say 5 seconds before getting instantly detected because I'm too dumb to grab the guy off the ledge. Oh yeah, and there's like different ways to take people out. Like, if you're sitting on the side around a wall, and like you're leaning against the wall, you can actually like yoink them and murder them, or knock them out, whatever you're doing. And then there's also if you're sitting on top of like on a ledge, and there's a person over it, and you can grab them and murder them, and incapacitate them.
I know exactly what that fucking thing being highlighted is. Yeah, it's the goddamn, giant fucking spider. It's highlighting it because it's a target that I'm gonna get extra rewards for killing. I thought they give you a scroll fireball.
Oh yeah, I remember like raving that so much. Like I set my one of my stats to like million or whatever. Then you know, one thing led to another. Ended up with hundreds of thousands of like potions, books, crafting materials. It was a very interesting thing. You must
Mishap, yes. Arvel, if you don't shut the fuck up. By what? A guard?
I just wanted to see what the fighting was like without, you know, accidentally murdering myself. Also, you only have like a limited amount of like mission fails. So, if you fail twice, it is, you know, mission or whatever fail. Thing.
Mission thing.
You know, the thing with the, what's it called? Alright, let's do this.
By the way, I like how I always just murder Arvel. if you just murder the man. Always. Why would you not murder him though? Like you know he's gonna betray you immediately.
I cut him down. I just like followed him. So, like, I
Love how his name is the Swift.
yeah,
And
by walking.
the devs of Bethesda were actually dumb motherfuckers. I really think. Yeah, I know we won't have Trav. You might want to call daily. What? Oh.
If I could stop tapping Messenger instead of Instagram, that would be nice.
I'm gonna go have a wank.
Well, you know.
Yeah, peace.
Later.
I'll see you in like an hour.
Yeah, probably. Well, that was fun. Let me go ahead and exit the voice chat. There we go. Let's do this. Oh, maybe not. We actually play like music or something.
He died. Did
Oh yeah.
Am I still the same? And if not, is that wrong? You exist. Your body is your soul and heaven. Do I know you? Do I have you? May I have you or will I have you? There's so many questions. It rains and the music in the background is aligned with what I feel. 5 a.m. again. Do I exist? Will I exist?
I literally said you should turn off after like ages. He was like, no. Dawn of Dynasty. I feel like I played that game before and it kind of sucked.
Es el error más común que cometemos todos. Querer que el otro sea como queremos que sea y no como es. Y cuando nos damos cuenta del error, a veces es demasiado tarde.
have a wonderful day. Make sure you do something productive or not. That's fine. No one is judging you. Well, I'm not judging you. Of course, you spent the time to watch this chaos. But anyway, have a wonderful day.